Egypt, a land of ancient wonders and timeless beauty, a land of scorching deserts and a life-giving river, the Nile. This majestic river has been the lifeblood of Egypt for thousands of years, carving its way through the arid landscape and bringing fertility and abundance to the region. For centuries, this mighty river has dictated the rhythm of life in this ancient land. It has been a constant presence, shaping the culture, economy, and history of Egypt. The Nile's waters have provided sustenance and a means of transport, connecting distant communities and fostering trade. It is a source of water, of food, of life itself. The river's bounty has sustained countless generations, allowing them to thrive in an otherwise inhospitable environment. From fishing to farming, the Nile has been central to the daily lives of the Egyptian people. Without the Nile, there would be no Egypt. This river is not just a geographical feature, it is the very essence of the nation. Its presence has enabled the rise of one of the world's most remarkable civilizations. No pyramids, no pharaohs, no grand civilization that has captivated our imaginations for millennia. The great monuments and achievements of ancient Egypt are all thanks to the life-giving waters of the Nile. The Nile's annual floods, predictable and life-giving, deposited rich silt across the land. This natural phenomenon ensured that the soil remained fertile, allowing for the cultivation of crops year after year. This fertile soil allowed the ancient Egyptians to cultivate crops and build their civilization. Wheat, barley, and flax were among the many crops that flourished along the riverbanks, providing food and resources for the growing population. They learned to harness the river's power, developing sophisticated irrigation systems to water their fields. These innovations in agriculture were crucial for sustaining the large population and supporting the complex society that emerged. The Nile was more than just a river, it was the very backbone of ancient Egyptian civilization. Its influence can be seen in every aspect of life, from the grand temples and tombs to the everyday lives of the people who lived along its banks. The story of Egypt is, in many ways, the story of the Nile. Before the pharaohs, before the pyramids, before the glory of ancient Egypt as we know it, there was a time of humble beginnings. This was pre-dynastic Egypt, a time when small villages dotted the Nile Valley. Life was simple, centered around agriculture and the rhythms of the river. The people of pre-dynastic Egypt were skilled farmers, growing crops like wheat and barley. They domesticated animals, including cattle, sheep, and goats. They were also skilled craftspeople, creating pottery, tools, and jewelry. Life was not without its dangers. Wild animals roamed the land and conflicts arose between villages. Around 3100 BC, a pivotal event occurred in Egyptian history. A powerful ruler named Menes unified Upper and Lower Egypt, marking the beginning of the early dynastic period. Menes, the first pharaoh, established Memphis as his capital and ushered in an era of centralized rule. The pharaohs were considered to be living gods, intermediaries between the people and the divine. They held absolute power, controlling all aspects of life in Egypt. The early dynastic period saw the development of hieroglyphic writing, a complex system of symbols that allowed the Egyptians to record their history, beliefs, and daily lives. The Old Kingdom, spanning from around 2686 to 2181 BC, is perhaps the most iconic period in Egyptian history. This era, often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids, saw the rise of the first great civilization along the Nile River. It was a time of prosperity, artistic achievement, and monumental architecture that has left an indelible mark on the world. It was during this time that the pharaohs constructed the pyramids, those colossal monuments that have become synonymous with ancient Egypt. These structures were not just feats of engineering but also served as a testament to the pharaohs' power and their divine connection. The construction of these pyramids required a highly organized workforce, advanced knowledge of mathematics, and a deep understanding of astronomy. The pyramids were not merely tombs, they were powerful symbols of the pharaoh's authority and their connection to the gods. Inside these grand structures, intricate hieroglyphs and elaborate burial chambers were designed to ensure the pharaoh's safe passage to the afterlife. These inscriptions and carvings provide us with invaluable insights into the religious beliefs and daily life of ancient Egyptians. The most famous pyramids are those at Giza, built by the pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. These iconic structures have stood the test of time, drawing millions of visitors from around the world. The Giza Plateau, with its majestic pyramids, has become a symbol of ancient Egypt's grandeur and mystery. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built by Khufu, is the oldest and largest of the three. Standing at an original height of 146.6 meters, it was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Its precise alignment with the cardinal points and the sheer scale of its construction continue to baffle and inspire historians and engineers alike. It is a testament to the engineering genius of the ancient Egyptians, who moved and lifted millions of stone blocks to create this architectural marvel. The methods they used, from quarrying the stones to transporting and assembling them, showcase their ingenuity and determination. The Great Pyramid remains a lasting legacy of their incredible achievements and continues to be a source of fascination and admiration for people around the world. Section 5. A time of upheaval and rebirth, the Middle Kingdom. This era, spanning from around 2055 to 1650 BC, marked a significant transformation in ancient Egyptian history. The Old Kingdom came to an end with a period of political instability and decline known as the First Intermediate Period. This was a time of chaos, where central authority broke down, and regional governors, known as nomarchs, gained power, leading to internal strife and economic hardship. However, Egypt was not finished. The resilience of its people and the enduring legacy of its culture set the stage for a remarkable recovery. Around 2055 BC, a new dynasty emerged from Thebes and reunified the land, ushering in the Middle Kingdom. Mentuhotep II, the founder of this dynasty, played a crucial role in restoring order and stability. The Middle Kingdom was a time of renewed prosperity and cultural flourishing. The arts, literature, and architecture saw a renaissance, with grand temples and tombs being constructed, reflecting the renewed confidence and wealth of the nation. Pharaohs like Senusret I and Senusret III expanded Egypt's borders and undertook ambitious building projects. They fortified the nation's defenses and launched military campaigns into Nubia and the Near East, securing valuable resources and trade routes. Literature and the arts thrived, with works like The Tale of Sinuhe and Instructions of Amenemhat becoming classics of Egyptian literature. These texts provide insight into the values and beliefs of the time, and the Egyptians made significant advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. They developed sophisticated techniques for measuring time and space, and their medical knowledge was recorded in detailed papyri, some of which are still studied today for their historical significance. Section 6. The Empire's Zenith, the New Kingdom. Following the Middle Kingdom, Egypt experienced another period of division and foreign rule known as the Second Intermediate Period. However, once again, Egypt rose from the ashes, stronger than before. The New Kingdom, which began around 1550 BC, marked the zenith of Egyptian power and influence. Pharaohs like Ahmose I, Thutmose III, and Ramesses II led Egypt to conquer vast territories, creating an empire that stretched from Nubia in the south to Syria in the north. The New Kingdom was a time of military might, architectural grandeur, and cultural brilliance. Section 7. Shadows of Decline, the Third Intermediate Period. The New Kingdom, like the kingdoms that preceded it, eventually succumbed to decline. Internal strife, economic woes, and external threats weakened the once mighty empire. The Third Intermediate Period, beginning around 1070 BC, saw Egypt once again fractured and vulnerable. Foreign powers such as the Libyans and the Nubians gained control over parts of Egypt. The pharaohs of the Third Intermediate Period struggled to maintain their grip on power, and Egypt's influence waned. The once unified kingdom was a shadow of its former self. Section 8. Echoes in the Sands of Time, Legacy of Ancient Egypt. Despite its eventual decline, ancient Egypt left an indelible mark on the world. Its art, architecture, religion, and culture have continued to fascinate and inspire people for millennia. The pyramids, the Sphinx, the temples of Luxor and Karnak, these enduring monuments stand as testaments to the ingenuity and creativity of the ancient Egyptians. The Egyptians' contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and medicine laid the groundwork for future scientific advancements. Their system of government, their religious beliefs, and their social structure influenced the development of civilizations across the ancient world. Section 9. Conclusion. An enduring fascination. Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs and pyramids, of gods and goddesses, of mystery and wonder, continues to captivate our imaginations. Its story, spanning millennia, is a tapestry woven with threads of innovation, ambition, power, and decline. From the humble beginnings of pre-dynastic villages to the grandeur of the New Kingdom, ancient Egypt left an enduring legacy that continues to resonate with us today. As we gaze upon the pyramids and decipher the hieroglyphs, we catch glimpses of a civilization that, though long gone, still speaks to us across the sands of time.